you sprint?
I about broke my leg.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I really am. Hey, come here.
Chris, did you need the spray? Where's Chris?
Follow, do all those things that I told you to that you've heard too many times, but I wanted you to do them.
Too many times, Mr. Stahl. We met your brother.
You should learn. That's why this is good. Besides your acting, it's because I repeated things 27 times. Okay, so have a good show. Deep breaths. 1, 2, 3.
If you rebuild it, they will come.
1, 2, 3.
Admiral Stahl.
1, 2, 3.
Go the distance.
Okay.
Ease this bit.
Have a great time.
Wait,
Okay?
look at this. Don't turn your head that way.
Yeah.
Am I makeup artist?
You're just
You got,
gray
I'm
all
gonna
over.
say you got a lot of gray on you. Your ears are gray.
You can't use my towel.
Great.
I think we got it.
Tonight, we are going to present a melodrama of vengeance, terror, and sudden death. Death in the dark. If there's anyone in the audience with a weak heart, I advise you to leave now. No? Well, I don't blame you for not wanting to miss our play tonight. But just in case you're feeling a little bit faint, we have provided a nurse with smelling salts to revive you. Nurse, are you ready?
Ready.
As an added caution, we have 2 stretcher bearers ready to carry you out in case the smelling salts fail to revive you. That's a good firm stretcher, I hope.
Hasn't broke yet.
And it holds up to 300 pounds.
Anyone in the audience who weighs over 300 pounds, please don't faint until you get home. Now, I have just been informed that there are several detectives in our audience tonight. For this reason, we are going to present our play in an entirely new way. When our victim meets his untimely end, we will stop the play completely, giving our visiting detectives a chance to detect the killer. After you've heard their solutions, maybe you will agree, maybe not. When the detectives have come to their conclusions, we will start the play again, showing exactly who the guilty party is. Allow me to introduce our detectives. I'm sure you've all heard of Pete Thursday, that daring young man who solves crimes every Wednesday. Mr. Thursday, come forward.
It's a pleasure to be here. I just want to say that what I can do on Wednesday, I can do on any day of the week.
Next we have that double duo of the detective world, that happy-go-lucky, zany couple, Mr. and Mrs. South.
Hello!
Oh, darling, you sound like a broken record.
Oh, but darling, don't we always break the record? Every time we go anywhere, someone gets killed. I wonder who it will be tonight.
special treat. That daring young girl whose exploits are recorded in scores of books. Miss Fancy Blue.
The only mystery I've never been able to solve is why I never have time to do my homework.
We hereby challenge you to find the right solution to our killing.
We accept the challenge.
When our play comes to a halt, you'll have an opportunity to grill the suspects. Any questions?
Hey, mister, I want to try too.
Who are you?
I'm a junior FBI agent. See my badge?
Sorry, kid, this is a serious matter.
I eat the cereal that matters. That's how I got my badge.
Run along home and start eating for a rocket gun now.
Let me sit here with you.
Scram, kid! This is big league stuff.
Auntie.
Now, allow me to introduce our characters. The scene is a lonely old mansion that's seen its better days. It is night, and the wind wails mournfully like a lost soul. Here you see the living room where the killing takes place. This is Grandma, a gentle old soul with the smile of an angel. Sweet Alice, her charming granddaughter. Love has come into Sweet Alice's life. Malcolm, who works at the local bank. Harriet, the gloomy housekeeper. Featherstone, the imperturbable butler. Jake, a man of strange profession who has been summoned to the residence on a mysterious errand. A normal, happy household, you might think. Well, you haven't met Uncle Eben, who holds the purse strings of the family. Rich old Uncle Eben with a temper like a thunderstorm. He'll be along in a moment. Now, in order to play fair with you detectives, I must tell you that as our play progresses, there is a clue that if you discover it, will make everything perfectly clear. What is the mysterious profession of our strange caller?
I'm good at finding clues.
Quiet, kid. Run along home and look for prizes in your cereal box. Now, it will be necessary for me to share this clue with the audience, so it will be necessary for you detectives to leave the stage for exactly 1 minute. Any objections?
None at all.
Let me go too.
Okay. Now listen. You're going to hear a lot of talk about killing in this place. But the victim that everyone is talking about is not a man, but a mouse. Get it? A sleek, fat mouse that's been raiding the kitchen. One more thing. Our man of mysterious profession is an exterminator. Not a word of this to our detectives. You're ready now? Will our detectives be successful in finding the right solution to our murder? Will they be able to tell us who done it? Wait and see.
He's driving me mad!
Don't be afraid, Sweet Alice. I'm here to protect you.
Oh, you weren't here last night when I needed you. Oh, Malcolm, what are we going to do?
I keep hoping you'll go away.
Well, where will he go?
He lives here.
He's lived here too long. Oh, will we ever get rid of him?
Perhaps sooner than you think, my dear.
Never, never, till he dies.
Did you call, Miss Alice?
Oh, no, Harriet, but I'm so glad we're here. When we're all here together, I feel much safer.
You've been thinking of him again, haven't you, Miss Alice?
Oh, I think of him all the time, night and day. When I walk down the dark hall, every time I climb the long stairs, my heart leaps to my throat. I think, what if I come face to face with him?
There, madame.
You're trembling, Sweet Alice.
Vengeance must overtake this ruthless one.
Featherstone,
Yes, madam.
is he in the kitchen?
No, madam. May I have the evening off, madam? My nerves are not what they used to be, madam.
Well, I'd rather not have you go, Featherstone. We may need you tonight.
Very well, madam.
Uncle Eben's coming. Hi, dear heart.
Hi, Malcolm Proudfoot. No, man.
Oh, please, I can't bear to hear him call you a sniveling little pipsqueak.
Me?
Oh, please hurry, behind the couch.
Well, only for your sweet sake would I so demean myself.
You won't tell, will you, Harriet?
I am loyal to the death.
I am silent as the grave.
Be kind to him, Alice. I'm afraid he's in a bad temper tonight.
Oh, I'll try.
Why can't a man ever find his blankety-blank pipe in this? Ow!
Oh, sir, Uncle Eben, would you like me to look for it?
No! I don't want it now!
What do you want? We'd be glad to get it for you.
Food! I'm hungry!
No. So soon after dinner?
It was quite a nice dinner, I thought.
But no pie! Didn't I say I wanted pie?
There'll be pie tomorrow.
No cake either! Why wasn't there any cake?
Must we go through all this again?
Do you want a man to starve to death? Starve to death in his own house? I want food!
He's in a bad mood tonight.
Well, isn't he always? Oh, Malcolm, you can come out now.
Why do you let that man tyrannize over you?
Well, he is an old man,
Oh, a very old man.
and he might not have much longer to live.
I understand he's very rich.
Oh, he's so rich, he pays tax on his income tax.
It's not fair.
Oh, what's not, dear heart?
All day long, I work at the bank and I sack everybody else's money. And none of it's mine. Sometimes I think I'm gonna go crazy.
Oh, poor Malcolm.
That's it. Poor Malcolm. I can't even ask you to marry me until I get a raise.
Don't worry about money. Someday Alice is going to be a very rich woman.
Oh, dear Grandma, do we have to talk about that?
We can't help but think about it, can't we?
Oh, well, I suppose not.
You know, I'm sort of hungry. Alice, could you go fix me a sandwich, a nice cheese sandwich?
No, please don't ask me.
You're afraid to go into the kitchen?
Oh, you know I am.
He's been into things again.
Can't you stop it, Harriet?
I can't go on like this anymore. Either he goes or I go.
Oh, Harriet, we could never do without you.
Well, then why don't you do something about him?
Well, I suppose I can go and help you straighten up. How long must this go on?
Harriet is near the breaking point.
Well, aren't we all?
Oh, Alice, don't cry.
I can't stand having him around.
Well, surely he wouldn't dare hurt you.
It isn't what he does. It's the way he looks at me with those staring eyes every time I come upon him suddenly.
Ah, yes.
As if he knows I'm afraid of him. As if he wants to frighten me.
My poor darling.
I heard him again last night.
Where?
In the hall outside my door. It was after midnight. Everyone else was asleep.
You're sure it was him?
I'm very sure. I lay there trembling until the dawn, and then sleep overcame me. And I forgot my fear for a few blessed hours of oblivion.
How dreadful. Grandma, Alice is terribly upset. Can't something be done?
Why don't you take her to the library and comfort her?
Well, if you insist.
Something will be done. Hello? Is Jake there? Well, I called him this afternoon and he said he'd be over tonight.
Yes, madam.
The front doorbell's ringing here, Featherstone.
Yes, madam. This person, madam, says you're expecting him.
You're Jake?
That's what they call me.
You may go, Featherstone.
Very well, madam. Ring if you have any difficulties, madam.
Don't worry, lady. There won't be no difficulty. It's like I told you on the phone. Jobs like this are all in a day's work for me.
So I understand. Pray tell, how did you come to choose such an odd profession?
Well, you know how it is. Folks got trouble, they call me to get rid of the trouble, see?
I see.
So, where is he now?
In the kitchen.
Put your mind at ease, lady. He'll soon be a corpse.
Must you put it so bluntly?
Facts is facts. You ask me to do the job, I'll do it.
How much is it going to cost me?
Just the usual sum.
Well, how much is that?
Lady, you want to quibble about price or you want to get this thing over with?
Well, I don't want to be overcharged.
You ever been overcharged before?
No, but I've never called on anyone to do something like this before.
You always done it yourself, huh?
Certainly not. The need never arose before.
Okay. So, you want me to get rid of him?
Well, yes, but how are you going to do it?
Any way you like.
Well, I don't want to see him suffer.
Why not?
I'm just naturally a very tender-hearted person.
Now me, I never let sentiment interfere with business.
All right, go ahead, do it any way you want to. Just get the job done quickly.
Don't rush me, lady. Things are done scientific these days.
Poison?
Maybe. I gotta think about it.
Why, Grandma, who's this?
Oh, just a young gentleman who I'm consulting about a small matter. Suppose we go to the library and continue our discussion.
Hey, that's Jake with me. Jake with Jake. Get it?
That man has a strange look.
And a wicked laugh.
What an odd friend for Grandma to have.
She's such a sweet and gentle old lady.
An angel of mercy.
Yeah.
Why, she wouldn't even bear to hurt a mouse.
Yet I think she's upset about all this as we are.
Dear Grandma, she tries to be brave.
And so must you. Try to be brave and to forget about him.
Forget? How can I forget when he seems to follow me everywhere I go?
You must be imagining that.
I didn't imagine him outside my door last night.
Still, I wish that there was something I could do to help.
Well, there is, Malcolm.
Name it.
You know, Malcolm.
Oh, but now really.
You always say you love me.
Every beat of my heart is for you only.
Oh, but you know I live in terror. Terror because he's around.
But...
Malcolm, are you afraid?
Me afraid? Ha!
Then why are you holding back?
I'm just a little squeamish about doing it, that's all. The poor guy, I feel a little sorry for him.
Oh, Malcolm, you're a coward.
I swear I'm not.
Never will I marry a coward.
You're asking me to kill him?
I am. The choice is yours.
Well, when?
Now.
Yeah, let me think about it a little while. Maybe tomorrow.
The end must come tonight.
Oh, well, just a few more minutes.
Must I take my courage in both hands and do it myself?
Excuse me, miss.
Yes, Featherstone?
I just thought I'd like to mention this, miss, but he's still in the kitchen.
Oh, no.
Hey, look, Featherstone, old pal, my man. Isn't there something you can do about all this?
It's not my place, sir. I know my proper duties. Killing is not on the list, sir.
Malcolm, you promised me.
Look, bud, I can make it well worth your while.
How much did you have in mind, sir?
How much would you want?
It's not my place to bicker about money, sir.
I don't care for these fancy scientific methods. Sometimes the simple way is the best.
Dear Grandma, what are you talking about?
Oh, don't worry your pretty head there.
Just leave everything to me, lady.
Malcolm, I'm waiting.
If the deed is to be done, it must be done quickly.
Oh,
Good heavens.
Malcolm,
hope that she isn't dead too. Now, who done it?
We are deferring to youth, so Miss Fancy Blue will be the first to question the suspects.
Why, thank you. This case presents certain similarities to a counterfeit case I handled in the book before that.
Oh, really?
The suspect.
Certainly.
You may all be stated while I study the situation.
Don't look at me. I didn't have nothing to do with it. I just found the body.
Why did you hate him?
My dear young lady, hate's far too strong a word.
Then you deny it?
No, I don't deny it. Yes, I do deny it.
Exactly what were your feelings toward him?
Well, I found it to be very distasteful to me.
Just a minute. It's not necessary to bully this gentle old lady.
Why, I'm merely questioning her.
You think she done it?
The gentle old lady nearly always does it.
My dear child, just look at me.
I believe she can walk very well without this cane. Maybe even run.
So you think she ran into the kitchen when the lights went out, killed him, then ran back in here?
Exactly.
Ridiculous. It's not politically correct for the old lady to do the killing anymore.
What type of perfume do you wear?
Lilac water.
Ah, a psychological clue.
A clue to what?
You're not allowed to question the detectives.
What kind do you use?
I beg your pardon, sir.
Very significant.
Admit it, you'll be inherited under the will.
What will?
And furthermore, you've probably been blackmailed in.
Darling, it's not the butler.
Why not?
Well, it just couldn't be right. He's much too insignificant a character.
Madam, I resent that remark.
It simply has to be a family member or maybe a close friend.
Were you embezzling from the bank?
Of course not.
Let me see your wallet, boy. Just as I suspected. $3 in it.
Counterfeit?
He's much too smart to bring the evidence with him.
And dear, what type of perfume do you wear? It's called My Dream. And I'm correct in saying that Malcolm's in love with you, isn't he? Oh, yes. That proves it!
That Malcolm did the killing?
Oh, dear, no! That Alice did the killing! While she was sleepwalking, probably hopelessly insane.
May I ask a few questions? We're wasting time.
Certainly, Mr. Thursday prefers to solve his crimes on Wednesday because Friday is his day off.
Grandma sent for you tonight?
That's right.
Why?
Like you heard her say, do a job.
You consider yourself efficient?
Sure.
So you did the job.
Somebody beat me to it.
But you admit you killed for hire.
I don't like the way you say that.
Isn't it a fact that your services as a killer are for sale at a price?
You might put it that way.
You came prepared to wipe him out.
Right.
There's your killer.
I want to question the suspect.
Back to your seat, kid.
Why?
Because I say so.
You and who else?
that you've heard the deductions from our clever detectives, let's start the play again and see what really happened.
I said everybody stop leaving me alone.
You just went out!
He's dead!
At long last!
Good riddance, if I may say so.
I hope there's no blood on the kitchen floor.
Oh, Uncle Eben!
What's all this blankety-blank fuss about?
Even watch your language.
Oh, the corpse is walking!
The corpse was in the kitchen, dead as a doornail.
Who done it?
Why, I done it! With my own hands! An old-fashioned mousetrap and a piece of cheese!
Jolly good. Jolly good show, old chap. Jolly.
On behalf of the crew here tonight, we would like to thank our director, Bob Bedell from Tecumseh, Nebraska, for putting up with us and putting in a lot of long hours to present this for you tonight. And of course, we have a very talented cast, and we're glad you're all here to share it with us tonight. Bob, would you come forward, please?
Order the fries. Spill his blood. Bash him in.
Hurry up, take the picture.
Scoot together.
We're scooted together. We're scooted.
Alex, get right in there.
Kneel down. Smile. That's okay.
Look, they're posing. Vogue. Okay, done. Whoa. Ah.
All right, everybody in character.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Okay. Are you done? Good?
We go home now.
Are you done? Thank you.
Thank you. Music is coming.
Oh, no, sorry. It's out of control now.
In the museum for future use. The reason I call these gentlemen up here is because of all the work that they've done. First of all, Mr. Maestro